For most of human history, stepping outside after sunset was one of the most dangerous things a person could do. Not because of war, not because of disease, because something was hunting us. Imagine standing on an open African plain hundreds of thousands of years ago. The sun has disappeared. The temperature is dropping. The darkness is spreading across the landscape. Somewhere beyond the reach of your vision, a lion is moving silently through the grass. A leopard is watching from a tree. Hyenas are beginning their nightly patrol. And you have no walls, no locks, no flashlight, no gun. You're just another animal trying to survive the night. Today, that feels almost impossible to imagine. Humans build cities. We fly across oceans. We send machines into space. We are the most dominant species on Earth, but there was a time when humans were not the hunters. We were the hunted. And then something changed. Something so dramatic that the world's deadliest predators slowly stopped seeing humans as prey. The question is why? How did one physically weak primate become the animal that every predator learned to fear? The answer begins with a strange fact. Humans are terrible predators, at least physically. Compared to most large carnivores, we are almost laughably vulnerable. A lion can overpower us. A wolf can outrun us. A leopard can climb better, jump farther, and fight harder. Even our closest relatives, chimpanzees, are significantly stronger than we are. We have no claws, no fangs, no armor, no natural weapons worth mentioning. If you were an alien observing Earth a million years ago, humans would probably not look like the species most likely to dominate the planet. They would look like easy prey. And for a very long time, they were. Scientists have discovered ancient human remains marked with the teeth of predators. Fossils show puncture wounds and bite marks left by large carnivores. Some early humans didn't die of old age. They became dinner. Think about that for a second. Every human alive today comes from ancestors who managed to survive in a world where being eaten was a real possibility. One of the most haunting examples comes from a fossil known as the town child. The remains belong to a young human ancestor who lived millions of years ago. Researchers studying the skull noticed unusual damage around the eye sockets and head. The pattern closely matched attacks carried out by modern eagles. A giant bird may have snatched this child from the ground and carried it away. Today, the idea sounds horrifying. Back then, it was simply part of life. Humans were vulnerable from every direction. The ground, the trees, even the sky. The world was filled with predators, and survival was never guaranteed. But then something unexpected happened. Humans began changing the rules. Not through strength, not through size, through cooperation. Most predators hunt in groups because teamwork works. Humans took teamwork to an entirely different level. We shared information, we warned each other about danger, we remembered where predators lived. We passed survival knowledge from one generation to the next. A lion learns from experience. Humans learn from experience and then teach their children. That single difference changed everything. Imagine a leopard attacks a member of a human group. The leopard succeeds once, but now the entire group knows. The location becomes dangerous. The predator becomes known. People become cautious. Strategies emerge. The leopard gains one meal. Humans gain knowledge that can last generations. Over time, predators found themselves facing a very unusual prey species. One that learned faster than expected. One that adapted constantly. One that remembered. And then came the breakthrough that may have changed human history more than any other: fire. Now, remember this, most animals become vulnerable after sunset. Humans were no different. Darkness belonged to predators. Lions hunted at night. Leopards hunted at night. Hyenas thrived in the darkness. Nighttime transformed the landscape into enemy territory. Then humans learned to control fire. Suddenly, the darkness no longer belonged entirely to predators. Campfires created islands of safety. Light extended human awareness. Flames frightened many animals. Predators that approached too closely faced something they had never encountered before, a creature that carried its own piece of the sun. Imagine seeing fire for the first time as a wild animal. It crackles, it moves, it burns, it destroys. No predator had evolved to deal with that. For hundreds of thousands of years, campfires pushed back the night, and every night, humans survived around those flames. Predators learned an important lesson. Humans were becoming difficult targets, but fire was only the beginning. The real turning point came when humans discovered something even more powerful: distance. Most animals fight at close range. They bite, scratch, gore. Humans invented a way to attack without touching, throwing. This sounds simple, but it may be one of the most important abilities ever developed by any species. Scientists studying human evolution discovered that our shoulders, arms, and upper bodies are uniquely adapted for throwing. Humans can launch objects with speed and accuracy that few animals can match. Imagine being a predator. For millions of years, danger only existed within reach. Then suddenly there is a strange primate that can hurt you from 20 meters away, or 30, or 50. The rules have changed. The predator is no longer safe. And once humans began creating spears, those rules changed again. A lion charging a human no longer faced bare hands. It faced sharpened wood. Eventually, stone points. Eventually, entire groups coordinating attacks. Hunting humans was becoming expensive, dangerous, risky. Now here's the strange part. Predators don't need to be killed to change their behavior. Modern research has revealed something remarkable. Many large predators fear humans more than they fear other predators. Researchers studying wolves, cougars, bears, and other carnivores found that human voices alone can alter their behavior. Some animals abandon areas entirely. Others become more cautious. Some reduce their activity. Think about what that means. A bear may not react strongly to another predator, but the sound of a human can trigger avoidance. That fear was not created overnight. It was built over thousands of generations of interactions. Generation after generation, predators discovered that humans were unusually dangerous. A deer runs, a zebra runs, a human organizes, a human plans, a human returns with friends, and eventually, predators began making a simple calculation: find easier prey. In some places, the effect became so powerful that other animals started taking advantage of it. Scientists call this the human shield effect. Certain prey species stay closer to human settlements because predators often avoid those areas. Imagine that. Humans became so intimidating that other animals began using us as protection. The hunted had become the shield. The prey had become the threat. But the story is not really about predators, it's about the people who survived them. Imagine an ancient family sitting around a fire, children sleeping nearby, parents listening carefully to sounds beyond the darkness. Every crack of a branch matters. Every distant growl matters. Every sunrise is a victory. Those families didn't know they were changing history. They weren't trying to become rulers of the planet. They were simply trying to survive one more night, one more winter, one more generation. And somehow they succeeded. Their knowledge accumulated. Their tools improved. Their communities expanded. Their confidence grew until eventually the balance shifted, not in a single moment, not on a single day, but gradually, relentlessly. Predators stopped seeing humans as easy prey and began seeing them as something else entirely. A risk, a threat, a force of nature. Yet even today, traces of that ancient struggle remain inside us. Why do so many people feel uneasy in complete darkness? Why do strange noises outside at night instantly grab our attention? Why do glowing eyes in the dark trigger fear? Part of the answer may come from a world our ancestors knew intimately. A world where predators waited beyond the firelight. A world where survival depended on noticing danger before danger noticed you. Those instincts never disappeared. They became part of us. The modern world may feel safe, but deep inside, our brains still remember. And perhaps that is the most fascinating part of all. Humans did not eliminate predators. Lions still exist. Wolves still exist. Bears still exist. The predators survived, so did we. What changed was the relationship. For millions of years, humans lived in fear of the creatures that hunted them. Then, through intelligence, cooperation, fire, and invention, humans accomplished something almost unimaginable.